Hey, it's Lauren with Bargain Bead Box, and today I'm just going to be playing around with some earring designs using the pieces I have left from August's Bargain Bead Box. There are some things I really wanted to use, like those lamprey glass flowers that I haven't used yet, and I have a lot of bits and pieces, odds and ends, and as well as some pretty full strands left from the pieces I've made so far. Should be fun. Let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to grab my lamprey glass beads. These were one of my favorite pieces in the box this month, and I wanted to do something fun with them. First of all, every pair is completely unique, handmade. I love those little clear glass petals. Lamprey glass beads are made from glass rods, heated and then wound around a mandrel, which creates the hole in the middle. So each one is completely hand-formed, and they're just gorgeous. I want to do something kind of fun with them. I also want to I have these great green leaves from the box I want to put with them. And I've got 2 of these freshwater pearl links left also. And I think those will look fun together. Just got to figure out exactly what I want to do with it. So I'm going to grab some crystal bicones. I'm going to grab some head pins and eye pins. The head pins, eye pins, and earring findings are going to be are from my own collection. They are not in the box. That's about the only thing I'll use today. Maybe some spacers. This pack of Space 1569 that I've been using with all my designs as well, which are 99 cents at beadboxbargains.com for the bag of, I believe it's 100. Got some eye pins, some head pins. They're a little bent, but I'll deal with that. And I think I like the kidney ear wires. I do not actually have pierced ears, but the people I make earrings for tell me they like the closed kidney ear wires. So I'll be using those today. I also have somewhere, I had a cute pair, here they are, of these ear 200 like rhinestone ear wires that I might use too. I don't know, we'll see where it goes. I'm just gonna kind of play around and have some fun. So I'm going to get the rest of my bead caps as well. If I can find them. I have made kind of a mess spreading everything out here, but I have a bunch left. Where did I hide those? Here they are. All right. Get some bead caps. Just creating some options. So I think I might grab some jump rings too. Ring 136 is what I've been using so far. I don't know if I'll need them or not. We'll see. If I'm using the leaves though, probably. I think I want to create a pair of earrings with this flower kind of as the centerpiece. So I'm going to put it on an eye pin. I want to have a dangle underneath it. And I'm going to use a bead cap and probably a gold spacer bead on the back here. So let's see how that works. Wrong pair. Here we go. I'm just going to give that a quick trim and do a simple loop where I roll the end away from me, grab the bottom and bend it back towards me, swing it around, grab the tip and roll it all the way down. There we go. Okay, so I think at the top here, I'm going to attach, let's see, do we want a leaf here? And then maybe one on the other side at the top? And maybe I'll just do one for now. All right. Swing this open and play around to see what I like better. I can always add a leaf at the bottom if I decide I want it there. And I'm going to get myself a jump ring and stick it through the hole in that leaf. Sorry, after I dropped my pliers on the table. So I'm going to stick that hole right through the jump ring, or the jump ring right through that hole, I guess, to be more technical. Okay, well, I guess I could have looped it in there before I closed it, couldn't I? Here we go. And we'll see. Nope, I want it to be, do want the leaf to go face up. So I'm going to put it on this side and now close it. We'll see how that looks. I think that's cute. Now it needs a dangle at the bottom. You got one of my little short head pins here. I'm going to put a crystal on it. I like that. I think that's cute. Maybe another shell over the crystal. Or maybe that's too much. We'll see. I think maybe I'll do the shell with the bead cap on top of it. We'll give it a try. I think it'll be pretty. Like that, maybe? Actually, I might just do another gold round on top of it. Go like that. I like that. I think that'll be pretty. Alright, so I think I'm going to try a wrapped loop where I leave some room here, fold it down like this because you're going to have to wrap it around, so you want to leave some room between your top bead. Fold this up and around here, come back and rotate my grip, and now let's try to wrap this around 3 times if I can. I may have left too much room. Yeah, this is not going to be my tightest or neatest wrapped loop, but it's okay. Actually, I kind of hate that. I'm going to redo it. Try that again. Once more. I can do better than that. Alright, so grab it a little closer, tilt it back, wrap this around and down, rotate my grip. Here we go. This is going to look better. I'm going to pull it back around my plier as tightly as I can to create that loop. And now I'm going to wrap the end around. Let me pull this. I'm going to use a pair of pliers to pull it tight before I start wrapping. Get it really nice and tight. There we go. And now I'm going to wrap it. Trade hands here. Oh, I deal with a lot of tendinitis issues in my wrist. Well, most days it's not so bad. Some days it's flared. Today it's a little rough. So I struggle with wrapped loops on days like today, but I really like it for this piece. So I'm going to do it anyway. And it may not be the best wrapped loop in the world. I got it around 3 times, and I'm going to trim the end and tuck it. And I think I'm going to call that good enough. It's not my best, but it will work. And some days, it will work is enough. There are probably other YouTubers out there who are much better at wrapped loops and can give you a much better example, but I am working with what I've got. So here we go. I'm going to very carefully swing this open, put my wrap loop in it, and then swing it shut. I just, with the more delicate head pins, I like to do a wrap. Okay, let's see how that looks. I think that's pretty. So this is kind of a long earring. You've got a little leaf at the top, and then you've got a shell, and then you've got your flower. I do think that's nice. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, now I'm going to do another wrapped loop here. Hopefully I can do a little better on this one than I did on the last one. I'm going to grab it closer to the beads, leave a little bit of room, but not that much, hopefully. Okay, fold it down. Bring this up and around. Rotate my grip. Fold that to the back. And then pull it forward. Wrap as tightly as I can around that. And now I'm going to take these pliers and hold my top loop in them, which I think will help me wrap closer. Yeah, look at that, that's much better. I make wrapped loops look a lot harder than they are, I promise. They are not my specialty, but they are pretty. And some days, I promise, I'm good at them. Today, it's a little bit of a struggle, but we did it. Look at that. Victory. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and swing my eye pin open. And stick this on it. Well, I just kind of bent the head, didn't I? I didn't really swing it open. Try that again. There we are. Bend it down and go. You are probably a lot better at wrapped loops than I am, and that is awesome. All right. I've got, let's see, yep, got my little bead cap and my little spacer bead on top. So now I'm just gonna trim that and do a simple loop up here. I am much more practiced at simple loops. I tend to avoid wrapped loops because they do wear me out, but that's okay. Sometimes they're worth it. Okay, here we go. Stick this here, shake my wrist off for just a second. Excuse me. Here we go. All right. Bend back. And now I'm gonna get my jump ring opener ring and open up this jump ring, put on my leaf and attach that. Maybe, there we go, to the top here. This is a fun earring design. It's very simple, but I wanted to do something that featured those gorgeous lampwork flowers. And now, you know what, these are fancy. I'm gonna use my fancy little ear wires. Let's see, which way do we want these to go? Yeah, that's fun. You've got the little bit of a leaf on there. Okay. I'm going to close up this ear wire very cautiously. That is a little loop. I don't want to break it. There we go. Fun, fun. And one more. I want this one to face the opposite way, have the leaf on the opposite side, so that, let's see. Yeah, but not like that. Pardon me. it's kind of in the front there. What did I even do here? So this sideways. Maybe when I close the loop it'll look different. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. Close this loop up. All right. Here we go. That's what I wanted it to look like. So you've got these leaves kind of going on opposite sides. And then you've got your freshwater pearl drops and then your little lampwork beads. And you could also skip this part and just do the lampwork bead and it would be a gorgeous pair of earrings. Either way, they're really fun. I wanted to do something a little fancier. And I also have a little bit of Coriana chain left that I want to play with. So let me get that out. I want to make a pair of earrings to match my Coriana chain necklace that has all the strawberry quartz chips. So I've got a few quartz chips left over from making that. Let me pull those out here. And we'll look at some techniques to make Coriana chain earrings. First thing I'm going to do is cut this in half. And then I'll trim the ends. I'll trim these to match in length as closely as I can. Like that, I did not do a perfect job of cutting that in half. So I'll trim the extra off. And I think it'd be fun. Let's see, I need some crimp beads. Here we go. It'd be fun to just do, let's see. This is going to match my Coriana chain strawberry quartz necklace. So it'd be fun to do just a bunch of chips kind of near the bottom. I want to leave a little bit of gold hanging too, but not like a whole ton. So we'll try about right there. Crimp that. I'm using a two-step crimp here. Okay, and now I'm going to stick on 4 of my strawberry quartz chips. Yeah, got enough to do that. And again, I'm just kind of staggering them with slightly larger chips at the center and smaller chips in the middle. These might be a little on the heavier side, but they'll be fun. Maybe I'll only do 3 chips to make them a little lighter. Alright, so I'm just going to string on another, yeah, that looks nice, another crimp bead. Give that a little crimp here. And then I'm going to do a crimp bead, and then I'm going to use a couple of my leftover shell beads because I used a lot of those in that design. I think I'm just going to do a spacer and then a shell and then a spacer. That's kind of fun. I don't know that I need the spacers actually, so I'll just do a shell. I didn't use spacers around the shell or the chips, and I don't want it to be unbalanced. So here we go. And pull it up about like there. And give it a little crimp. I am going to trim these a little bit as well. All right, and I'll do the same thing with this cord, and then we're going to finish them up with just a couple of clamshell bead tips, just the same way that you would a necklace. We'll do this first. We'll do this side first, and then we'll work on finishing them at about the same time. So we use the kind of chunkier chips. I'm going to do that again. 3 chips, a little on the chunkier side. So pretty. All right, and now this one I'm going to do close to, but not exactly at the end. All right, here we go. Now I'll just crimp the top bead, and I am using the 2-step crimper. So first I use the inner groove to flatten it in kind of a C shape, and then the outer groove to stick it together. Okay. I have a way messier table than usual today. I'm dropping things. It's just my frame of mind today, I guess. Just want to play around, make some fun earrings, see what we can come up with. All right, so I'm going to put these, try to do it about equidistant, so I'll get a visual there. A little more. Yeah, right about there. Right about here, I think. There we go. Should probably have done that before I strung the other beads because I'm about to lose them. This is fine. I'm knocking things on the floor. Okay. Such a messy beater today. There we go. Just gonna straighten things up a tiny bit. For shame, Lauren. Okay. Here we go. So I'm gonna trim the tops to about here, I think. Yeah, I think that'll be cute. And I do want to make sure that they are as close to exactly the same length as I can get. So I'm gonna trim this end a tiny bit because it's longer. Did I trim it too much? Yep, now I get to play this game. You know what, that's good enough. And now I'm gonna trim there. Look at that. They are as close to the same as I am going to be able to get them. So now I'm gonna need my clamshell bead tips. Which, well, I didn't need 3, but that's fine. All right, string 1 on. Put on a crimp bead, and the thing I love about Coriana chain is you can make all kinds of earrings with it. You could make a bunch of different lengths, like a little fan, and put them all on a jump ring. That'd be pretty. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just about out, so I am just making a quick pair of earrings to match my necklace. But there are so many possibilities and so many cool things you could do. And cool things people have done. If you check out our Creative Corner Facebook group, Bargain Bead Box Creative Corner on Facebook, you can see some incredible creations that our members have shared. All right. And we're just going to close that up. So now I'm just going to give this a gentle squeeze to line it up here. Get those, there we go. Get those rings as lined up as possible. Those good, those loops rather. Okay, now I'm just going to string them on kidney ear wires, which is the easiest thing. You don't even need a jump ring. You just got to get them around that curve. There we go. Those are fun. I actually really like that more than I thought I would. Very simple, but effective, and it will, I think, look nice with the necklace that I made earlier. So, okay, well, thanks so much for hanging out with me today while I played around with some earring designs. I have had a lot of fun. Let me clean up so you can actually see what we've made in this sea of bits and pieces, odds and ends. And there's still a lot of pieces left and more things I could play around with and make. But I made 2 longer pairs of earrings today. And yeah, that is all the time I have to bead for today. But thank you so much for watching. I always love seeing what you create in our Creative Corner group. And I can't wait to start playing with September's beads soon. But I loved August's box. I really love these lampwork charms, lampwork beads. I really want to do something fun with them. So I still have a lot of bits and pieces from August. I might still be able to get some more bracelets or necklace designs put together. But I wanted to do some earrings too. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. It's been a little more scattered than usual, but I'm happy with what we came up with. So I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, a fantastic weekend, and as always, happy beading.